Here we are, our 2016 FourWinns Horizon 290 Bowrider for sale here on the beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. This is a large bowrider. You've got a small cabin, you've got a integrated head compartment. Got all the filler cushions in the bowrider here, so you can see how comfy and inviting that looks. We've got a windlass anchor up here on the bow. This is powered by 8.2 liter MerCruiser inboard outboard stern drive engine. We've got a Bravo 3 dual prop outdrive. This is a one owner boat. It's been here on Norris Lake, kept under covered slip on a lift, and we've got under 50 hours on it. And this is pretty well loaded. I'm going to do our usual walk around tour, but again, I'm going to remind you to visit our website for the full list of specs and features on this one, because there's often some that I miss, especially when they're loaded up as much as this one is. So if there's any, sometimes I make mistakes, it's not intentional, but I would defer to the specs that are listed on our website for the verified information, in case anything's accidentally misstated. We won't mention the asking price in our video tour, because those will sometimes change till a listing is sold. There's no trailer with this boat. We can work with you to arrange transport to get it where you're wanting to take it, or we can work through a local dealer in our area, get you a trailer at our cost. But this one was ordered without a trailer. It's been stored on a lift since it was new. We do have on this extended swim platform, you can see you've got kind of some synthetic teak that's just glued down from the factory, and that's coming up in the corners a little bit. We've got a swim boarding ladder right there in the center, and a ski tow bar, stereo remote, and a pull-out freshwater handheld, hose or shower, all right here on the swim deck. So let's go ahead and climb aboard. Here's that ski tow bar. That's where you're going to pull any skiers or tubers. Here's your pop-up swim boarding ladder. It's a 4-stage swim boarding ladder. Again, that peak is just kind of feeling up a little bit. Got a pull-out handheld shower right here. See that little pink coming out of there? That is some antifreeze from where it was winterized. Stereo remotes right here under this seat. I like how that's kind of protected from the elements just by being under that overhang. We've got snap-in carpeting, a little walk-through transom door here. I should mention that this seat is a powered seat. This back part here, this backrest, that's going to have the ability to slide all the way back to as far as this groove is stitched into that upholstery, or to go the other way. So right there, you've kind of got a dual bench. You've got a forward-facing and a rear-facing, but you, just by simply flipping a switch, that whole backrest is going to slide either up toward the bow, give you more of a lounge here, rear facing, or we'll go the other way and it'll slide toward the stern, give you a larger lounge forward facing. But right now, and you can really use it any way you like, but it is powered just for convenience there. So here's your little walk through transom door. That's going to go right down into that mount right there, pull it back up and swing forward, and it kind of locks into place there as well. Now, this one's yacht certified, and all that really means is they don't list a capacity plate on it. There's actually a little formula that you would do to figure out the capacity on here. I'll have the exact capacity that it would be rated for doing the math, again, listed on our website. Our website's very easy to navigate. It's www.yournewboat.com. When you type that in, you'll see some orange lettering. Look for the Find Your New Boat button in the left-hand corner. When you click that, it's going to display all of our inventory and order a price. And all you got to do is scroll down until you get to this one. There'll be a photo of the outside of it. You'll see that black and red and white's really going to catch your eye. You'll see it right there. 2016 FourWinns Horizon 290 asking price will be right there, and then of course there'll be a link to click into more pictures. So I just want to point this out. Here's your battery switch. It's basically just an on and off. It is dual batteries, but you just got the ability to combine those batteries when you need to, instead of selecting from battery 1 or battery 2. 12-volt power outlet here. That's just one of two 12-volt power outlets on the boat. Here's that that switch for this powered rear seat, and I've got this removable lounge table. I've got it in place here in the rear part of this boat, kind of back here in the cockpit. I just want to show you that's a side mount. There's going to be another mount for that up in the bow of the boat. We may have a photo of that at the website But again, when you're looking at the photos, if you're not sure where it goes, you'll see a little plate, just that kind of a chrome plated plate that'll be mounted on the side, and that's exactly where that will mount. And of course, this can basically swivel any direction, just like that right there. Let's see, I believe we've counted, what I count? I think about 18, 19 cup holders on here. 4 stereo speakers. We've got a Infinity. This is an AM, FM, Bluetooth, USB, and auxiliary input. Second power outlet right here at your passenger seat. And again, you've got the swim platform remote. We've also got a stereo remote up here at your captain seat, which I'll show you here in a minute. Before I get done painting here in the cockpit area, I also want to point out you got a little storage underneath your built-in sink. 3 cup holders right there. And then we've got a Dometic 12-volt refrigerator, and it hardly looks like it's even been used. 130-gallon fuel capacity on board here. And I'm not sure, actually, I'll come back to that seat in a minute. I'm not sure if I can open that with that lounge table there. We do have the dual bolster driver and passenger seats up here near your helm station. That basically just means that whole bolster is just very easily going to slide right up, and that's on a boat this large, especially with how large that bow is. Having that bolster that's going to kind of flip up is going to give you a lot more visibility to see over your helm and all the passengers if you've got a, you know, kind of a loaded down boat or even just a full bow area. Cup holder here by your driver's seat. You do have trim tabs, which is really going to help you level the ride out whenever you've got a lot of people on board. Here's your driver stereo remote. Here is your trim indicator, speedometer right here, and then you've got basically a multi-function display right here. You've also got the Mercury Smart Tow Pro, which is a cruise control system. And here, let's let this power up right here, and it's going to kind of go through your system check: battery, oil pressure, water pressure, and water temp. System checks okay. Not sure how much of that you can actually see because of the reflections we're getting with all the sunlight in here, so I won't spend too much time on it. There is your engine hour meter. 46.7 hours. We're probably listed at 47, 48 hours. Battery volts, RPM, I'll kind of just toggle through here a little bit. There's your trim, your troll control, your smart tow system, RPM, speed, coolant, oil pressure. And now I love this feature. You'll hear me talk about this on other listings. Anytime you have a fuel flow meter, this will really help you maximize your fuel efficiency, because basically you can just kind of keep an eye on that. A lot of times you're not moving the controls more than a couple RPM, and you'll see a significant change in your gallons per hour that you're using. So that kind of just lets you maximize you know, your most efficient speed with, you know, with whatever the conditions are for the day, and if you're in a hurry or not. So you've got the GPS map. There's a Garmin GPS map 741XS, and this is a color touchscreen display. You've got a fish finder, depth finder. It's all reading right here. That's going to tell you your water temperature. This will tell you air temperature as well. And then over here on the other, this left side, you've basically just got a chart plotter, and this will kind of show you where you're at on the lake and follow you around. So you've got several other features that are integrated into here. All kinds of navigation info and gauges. It's a, you know, basically in our area, it is a fun little toy for you. But if you're in a more of a coastal environment, it's almost a must-have. All right, so I'll point out the stereo mode over here by your passenger seat. I'm going to show you our closed head compartment now. This is a vaccuflush head. Integrated waste holding tank with a pump out on the rear deck of this boat. So see that little pedestal? That's all you got to do. Once this head is powered up, you've got some controls over there next to the head. You've got an integrated little waste bin right here, and a built-in sink, and a little courtesy light as well. So large windows over here in your head compartment. Of course, you're just kind of staring at a dock through there right now, but that is quite roomy. Now you've got a little integrated cabin over here on this side. If you've got little ones, anybody wants to take a break from the lake and the sun, you've got a little vent window here, and another window there, another 12-volt light there as well. There's also filler cushions down here. Now I've got all the cushions laid in place. I'll probably have the size of this listed at the website. You know, you've got basically some headroom when you first get into there, and then place to either stick your feet or your head, depending on what you prefer. But then again, this area let me show you, this little filler cushion area will also kind of can be arranged so you've got a little step down there as well, and some storage right there behind you that's kind of integrated as well. I thought that was kind of nice. So basically you can have a few different uses for this, but again, if you've got young ones, great way, depending on the ages of your kids, sometimes that that boat rod will vibration and the noise will just put the little ones right to sleep. So you got a place you can kind of put them away for a little bit longer nap. So this is a 20, what is this? It's a 25 quart little igloo cooler that's just kind of built in. It's basically kind of strapped in place there, and it's right up here next to your driver's station. Now we've got a really cool little walk-through windshield area. I've got all those bow filler cushions in place, but I do want to point out that little wind block will kind of go into place, and you've got some magnetic stays for it where those are going to kind of catch and ride. Now, large bow area. Again, I've got all the filler cushions in place. We've got a pair of speakers and 6 cup holders up here. Now, this backrest right here will just lift right out. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of set it aside. Okay, and you've got this great big area up here. You've got headrests that will kind of raise up. That kind of locks into place. You've got a little built-in armrest right here on the side, and those will flip up and lock in place. So you've got 2 armrests on either side. Let me pull a couple of these filler cushions out so you can kind of get a feel for all this. And again, I'll have photos at the website with and without the filler cushions. And then these will all, you've got actually storage that pops right under there. I think it's actually easier. Take these out of place, lifting that. Okay. I've got, let's say, I've got the full mooring cover down there. You got a cockpit cover and a bow cover. I've got all that right there. Now here's where that front mount pedestal is for your removable lounge table. More storage under here. Again, you got two cup holders there, another one right here by this seat, and I just kind of laid those on that seat there so you can get a feel for what this looks like when those filler cushions are not in place. Windlass anchor up here. If I'm familiar with that, all that basically means is an automatic anchor. You've also got a hose up here where you can kind of wash that anchor off after you pull it in. Your anchor's here on a chain that's going to feed in and out with the basic push of a button right here. You go up and down right here, so that is very handy, and will save a lot of manual labor trying to move that anchor on your own. So Bimini top overhead. Again, I mentioned the canvas on here, which is a cockpit cover and a bow cover. So that's just about going to wrap things up. Again, under 50 hours on this one. And have not raised the engine hatch yet. So let's do that now. We do have a powered engine hatch. You find the switch here, and you're just going to hold that switch, and this hatch is going to climb right up. We'll get a look at that 8.2 mag MerCruiser inboard outboard engine. I believe that's the 502 block. And again, under 50 hours on this one. This has always been used right here on Norris Lake in freshwaters. There's a lot of life in that engine left here. All right. There's that big V8. Again, the Bravo 3 Dual Prop Outdrive. You've got some nice little storage features right here. These are great for life jackets because they're going to drain a little bit, and then they'll also kind of warm up when the engine's running in here, so you can be putting on a nice warm dry life jacket. I almost feel like it just came out of a clothes dryer. Your waste holding tank for that head is just right there. It's that little black little tank right there. I'll verify the capacity of it. That's probably about a 12 to maybe 18 gallon waste holding tank. And again, there's a pump out for it here on the back of the boat. So nice clean engine room in that 8.2 mag MerCruiser V8. And let me find that switch again. We'll lower that back down. Got courtesy lights on here. You've got docking lights. There's a powered seat up here at your driver's seat. And You can just, I can only hold one button at a time while also videoing. So let me let that hatch. Engine hatch is going to lower, and then I'll show you your powered seat right here at your driver's seat. You flip that, and that's just going to go forward and back with a flip of a switch. So this is a large engine hatch, or not an engine hatch, a storage hatch. I think the table's in the way. Bear with me here. Pull this table out of the way. Okay, table's out of the way, but this is on a hinge, and you've got quite a large compartment here. That's where your that removable table will stow. You've got some poles for your mooring cover down there as well, and some owner manuals. I just flipped those courtesy lights on, so just so you can see, you've kind of got some blue accent lights. Now this one only goes partially, so it's only partially working. You've got some accent lights under there, kind of basically all around the sides. You kind of see that there, and then we've got some up here at the floor as well. There's one right there at the foot. Be a little light under there as well. Let's put this seat up there. I noticed a little bit of wear. Oh, here it is, right there on the vinyl. That's about the only wear I have noticed in the vinyl anywhere on this boat, was all right there. Let's see here. Let me walk back through this windshield one more time, and I'm going to step out, give you another look at the exterior. But again, I'm going to have a lot of photos of this at our website. We don't monitor the YouTube comment page, so if you do have any questions, make sure you click over to our website. When you make it there, you can reach us by phone, by text, and by email. If you ever call us, get our voicemail, just please leave me a detailed message. We're often in areas without cell phone reception. If you don't leave a message, I will not know that you called. Let me know which listing you're looking at, what questions you have, and then whenever I return your call, I'm gonna have everything answered for you. Got some pull-out cleats all around, docking lights here, and there's that windlass anchor again as well. Got that black hull with the red accent stripe. This is a sharp looking boat. But again, website's www.yournewboat.com. So you're going to find the full list of info. You got a little bit of oxidation right here on the swim platform, maybe a little mark right there. We just had this detailed, so what little bit of oxidation is there is not going to go away, because it was just detailed. A little bit brighter red just on the side right there. You'll see the yournewboat.com logo pop up in the top right hand corner of the screen, and that is to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So if you're interested in this video, like watching boats, passing the time right now during the quarantine time, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll be one of the first to see any new listings that come available in our area. Otherwise, just keep checking back to the website, or reach out to us over there for any questions. Thank you very much for joining us.